We've been hearing a lot of things about this bus issue. Let's get some facts straight.
Bus passes could cost anywhere from $10 per month to $10,000.
First, they're gonna take away the bus. What's next? Houses on buildings?
The new bus regulations will require you to pay in dining dollars. How are you going to eat?
What?
The inside of a bus can hold 400 gallons of molasses.
Every day, 12% of buses. Open your eyes.
I don't see anything about a bus.
I ride the bus.
I ride the bus. I ride the bus.
The first 30 seconds of this video were not real. The rest of this video is real.
Really real.
So real!
Hey UCSD, we're members of the UCSD Undergrad Task Force, your representatives for all things transportation.
We aren't waiting around for changes to happen. We're being proactive.
We've been working on this documentary all summer to educate students about our transportation system. Because this issue doesn't just impact us.
It impacts undergrads, grads, staff, faculty, and the community at large.
And we've identified proposals for transportation that we need your feedback on.
Look out for the survey at the end.
I'm Pradeep Khosla. I'm your Chancellor. I want to thank the associated students for giving me this opportunity to talk about our transportation system. Our transportation system has been facing some challenges during the last couple of years, and I am glad that the associated students have developed this video to inform you and make you aware of the challenges we face and some opportunity for you to give feedback to us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I do ride the bus every day, twice a day, 3 times a day.
Why do you use a shuttle?
Because parking on this campus is absolutely ridiculous. I don't want to park in an S spot and then come back in the evening and find out that it's been painted over with an A or a B spot.
Without the bus, I don't know, I'd probably have to bike to school, skateboard to school, walk to school. I have no clue, I don't have a car.
Almost all students who commute to and from campus, who live in the area, rely on them to get to school.
Without the bus, since we live in University City of La Jolla, I would not be able to go anywhere or get to anywhere I need to be on time.
But wait just 1 second. Did you know if we don't act now, all this could go away?
Currently, Transportation and Parking Services, TPS, is running approximately $2 million deficit each year.
How much do you think you as a student pay for these services currently?
I don't know, maybe $200 per quarter? I hope a good portion, because there's a lot of, I can't get to school without the bus.
200 bucks.
$50 for a year.
I don't know the exact
I heard
answer.
it was a third of what the parking permit is on campus. So that's like $500 parking, right?
Actually, the answer is $0. While the average for the UC system is well over $100.
No part of my tuition or fees for school or portion are going towards transportation.
Is that true? Nothing? I cannot believe that.
I don't believe you.
The only source of revenue for TPS is parking and citations, which have not been adjusted since 2007 to reflect changes in costs.
In 2006, TPS developed a new program which came to be known as the Free Bus Zone. You'll recognize it as the sticker on your ID, which gives you access to a number of convenient MTS bus routes.
At that time, TPS negotiated with MTS, an outside provider for transportation services, that every time a community member rode the free bus zone, TPS was charged $1.16.
Initially, the expenditures for this program was a manageable $300,000 per year, but that became so popular that it has spiked to a startling $3 million per year.
Plus, TPS is also still paying costs for parking structures and maintenance for 42 shuttles. If no action is taken, drastic cuts will be made within the coming year in order to prevent the system from crumbling in on itself.
Just last year, proposals were made to cut services and recover revenue, including elimination of Ariba and Nobel shuttles, but these changes were postponed to allow for more student input.
In spite of all these efforts, TPS will not have sufficient funds to maintain the free bus zone as it is.
And now, we as students have an opportunity to take action.
I'm really alarmed because I think it's an issue of physical access to the university. If students can't even physically get to the university, I don't know how we're supposed to be expected to do well in school if we can't even get to school.
It's so important to athletes. We really appreciate it when we have people in the stands and when we have people cheering us on. And we see overall that this transportation crisis is negatively going to impact that.
If I decide to live off campus, who's going to drive me from my apartment to campus every day? I want to know.
Transportation is not just an undergraduate issue. It affects graduate and professional students on campus too. I'm Rahul Kapadia, President of the Graduate Student Association.
Hey UCSD, my name is Andy Buselt and I'm your Associated Students President for the upcoming academic year. Since the transportation changes were postponed, undergrads have stepped up to do our part. And the Associated Students, we're proposing a new commission, ASUCSD Moves, which has 3 main goals. 1. A more bike-friendly campus. 2. A more equitable transportation system in the long term. And 3. To pick the best options moving forward for the short term. For bikes, we've compiled a bike report with suggestions for how to make the campus more bike-friendly. This includes priority bike path projects that are ready to be implemented. When looking in the long term, there are multiple factors which will impact transportation on our campus. For instance, the MTS trolley is set to come to UCSD in a few years. If SDSU is any indication, whose ridership increased by 200% when it was introduced to their campus, this service will connect UCSD students to Greater San Diego like never before. Lastly and most importantly, in order for ASUCSD Moves to advocate most effectively for our needs here and now, we need your feedback. Please take and share the attached survey, which is meant to gauge your opinion on deficit-solving solutions that we've identified that will have a minimal impact on the student experience. These solutions include reducing the frequency of the convenient campus loop in order to preserve routes that students depend on to commute to campus. And by completing the survey and sharing it on Facebook, you'll be entered into a raffle to win some pretty awesome prizes. This is it, UCSD. Here's our opportunity to take ownership over our student experience by stating our preferences in the short term, becoming active decision makers in the long term, and making sure that our voice is heard.
Hi, I'm Allison Osorio.
And I'm Colin King.
And we ride the bus.
My name is Dustin Hu. I am a third-year computer science major, and I ride the bus.
My name is Casey Parisi. I'm on the women's soccer team, and I ride the bus.
My name is Ish. I got my appendix out last week, and I ride the bus.
My name is Tim. I'm a grad student, and I ride the bus.
I'm a research intern from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I ride the bus here every day.
My name is Viet Chan. I'm the 6th college president, and I ride the bus.
My name is Anna. I work at the food co-op, and I ride the bus.
I'm Tiffany. I'm in council, and I ride the bus.
Hi, I'm Vice Chancellor Linda Green, Vice Chancellor for Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, and I ride the bus, the 101 to be specific.
I ride the bus.
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 I ride the bus. I ride the bus.
I ride the bus.
I ride the bus.
I ride the bus.
I ride the bus.
I ride the bus.
We are UCSD students that prioritize transportation.
We ride the bus!
As a right for all members of the UCSD community.
We love the bus!
We depend upon these services for our education.
We ride the bus!
And we refuse to have our services cut without our consent.
We ride the bus!
We believe that the system should be more democratic.
We ride the bus!
So we all have a say in our university.
We ride the bus!
Keep it moving. We decide. Let's ride. Whose university?
Our university!
Whose university?
Our university!
Whose university?